from Lake Wells, Florida, Brian MVP Howard. He is a 2016 Olympian from Ughelli, Nigeria, and now fighting out of Houston, Texas, the one and only Efe Ajagba.
Efe Ajagba, the 6 feet 6 inches Nigerian heavyweight known for his devastating power, was an emerging contender in the heavyweight division.
In round number 4, and this fight is stopped by Tony Weeks.
The build-up to the fight focused on Ajagba's potential as a future heavyweight champion and his journey from Nigeria to the professional ranks.
Ajagba starting to tee off here on Garmos against the ropes, and it's the body shot that finally puts him down.
At the time of the fight against Howard, Ajagba had a professional record of 14-0 with 11 knockouts, earning a reputation for being one of the hardest punchers in the division.
Punches and combinations, he's tappies.
Oh, and that right to the temple ends the fight.
His fight against Howard was seen as an opportunity to reaffirm his status as a serious heavyweight contender.
Crowd again with heavyweights in the ring. Round number 1 between Howard, September of this past year in Vegas, when he won a 10-round unanimous decision against Jonathan Rice.
Yeah, he just wasn't sure of himself in that fight, and he didn't really. But tonight I'm looking for him to get a little bit more busier with his jab and just pick up the work rate. That's his style.
Brian Howard, a 10-year pro. He's fought mostly at cruiserweight. This is 3rd fight at heavyweight. Moved up to the division in 2019. He's had gaps of inactivity in his career.
Work out of there, fellas.
Stay off the line with him. Left, right, left, right.
The team of Ajagba is just trying to loosen up
Watch the back of his head, Efe.
their fighter, and that's what the team is working on.
Dre, you mentioned the team. He was with Ronnie Shields for the first 13 fights of his career. This now his 2nd fight with K. Baroma. Signed with Top Rank in August and may be the next great American heavyweight. And that's 21-year-old Jared Anderson fight. 9-0 with 9 knockouts. About an hour ago, there's a right hand from Efe. Right hand backs up Howard.
See, that right hand was nice. It was set up by the jab, a blinding jab. He left it out there just a second. It came behind with the right hand just like that.
Comes with another right hand.
It was Howard to tie him up.
Howard trying to fight back off the ropes. We'll show you those right hands when we return after this quick break as we come to the end of 1. Round 2, heavyweight action. Getting a good look at the undefeated Efe Ajagba, the 2016 Olympian who lives and trains out of Houston, Texas. He had 8 power connects
On the chin of Howard, and Howard had no answers. Here we see a nice 2-flick jab that occupied Howard, and that right hand got through very clean. And several more right hands like that landed toward the end of the round for Ajagba. Let's see if he can follow up.
He was cutting wood, he was working at a bakery, and there was an incident where he was mocked and threatened by a guy who's described as a muscular body. 43 amateur fights. We told you 2016 Olympian, scored a quarters. His father didn't want him to box. He told him, stick to the bakery.
Yeah, talented in the sport, an Olympian. And he's trying to work his way to a world championship, a heavyweight world championship. So, I like his progress so far. I like what he's doing with his occupy a fighter with his jab. You don't allow him to get in his rhythm. You take his rhythm away from him just by hitting him.
Got a late start to the game. Didn't fight until he was 26 years old. Didn't turn pro until just before his 30th birthday. Howard family, as he just buried his mom 4 days ago. It has been very hard for him to keep back home, his original home of Florida. He's been living and training in Philadelphia. This title fight between Smith Jr. and Vlasov. Get enough correct and take home your share of 10 grand. Download the DraftKings app. Sign up with the promo code heavyweight. Co-feature between Ajagba and Howard. Round number 3 scheduled for 10. Ajagba with a 20.
Brian Howard has a real opportunity to land a big right hand on Ajagba, but to take the playback, and he goes in a shell. He's got to believe in himself because these opportunities don't come around very often.
One of the things that Howard needs to do, he needs to back up Ajagba. I'm noticing he
he's comfortable coming forward, but when he gets that heat on him in the fighter meeting, they said, we know he doesn't like to go backwards. I said, well, your man, speaking about Howard, he's a boxer, so can you make him go forward? He said, if I see it, don't think that's in Howard's temperament. Oh!
Are you kidding me?
That's it.
Thunder strikes,
Hey, Efe,
and it comes from Efe Ajagba. Absolutely devastating knockout, one-punch power.
Ajagba was landing that right hand. He just didn't land it in the right spot. And we see Howard standing in place. Ajagba got a full steam, a full step right on the ear of Howard. And it turned his lights out. And it sounded like a gunshot. That's what it sounded like ringside. That's natural power. And it's hard to get a fighter like this to not live and die by that, to learn how to do other things. Focus where he's not just living and dying by the power. He's going to be a very, very dangerous man to
This next one in real sound.
Down! That's it. That's it, done.
My goodness.
I tried to pick her up the punches to start with the jab, you know. His guy is very sneaky sometimes, you know. I try to do the job like he's shaky, you know. So when I go back to the corner for the first one, the coach told me to take my time, you know. Start with the body, you know, go to the body, you know. Leave the head, go to the body. So, you know, that's why I pick it up.
Down! That's it. That's it, done.
Come on, son.
You're all right.
He was out before you hit the canvas.
Yes, he was.
Down! That's it.
Yes, he
That's it,
was.
done.
This bout comes to a halt at 1 minute 29 seconds of round number 3 for your winner by knockout, the one and only Efe Ajagba.
You know, I'm coming for them, you know, just my stepping stone, you know. I want to shine, you know. It's my time to shine, you know, so I'm coming for the heavyweight, to become the heavyweight champion of the world.
Efe Ajagba's WBC silver heavyweight title reign marked his emergence as a serious contender in the division.
Finish the fight here in round number 4. And the fight is stopped by Tony Weeks as Efe Ajagba gets the stoppage and the type of performance he needed tonight against Joe Goodall.
With his trademark power and discipline, the Nigerian knockout artist defended the belt by controlling opponents behind a punishing jab and crushing right hand.
Partner used to say back in the days, come out and check his temperature, baby.
His run as silver champion showcased not only his devastating strength but also his growing maturity as he moved closer to a full world title shot.
And still, WBC silver heavyweight champion,